He's won the ATP Montpellier title twice in the last 3 years. He leads the field at this year's Open Sud de France. He is the very talented, breathtaking
Richard Gasquet.
The Frenchman returns to Montpellier as reigning champion, and this would be his first tournament of 2016, after recovering from a back injury.
Sometimes there are difficult moments on tour when you're losing or if you have injuries, but it's more difficult, and yeah, because you need to work a lot to be in the top 10, top 20.
Still number 10 in the Emirates ATP rankings, the 29-year-old is as committed to the challenge of the tour as ever.
I really love the game, same for the other players, and I never forget it because yeah, I really love to play tennis. I'm very happy, I'm still motivated. I really like to travel around the world and play in all these great tournaments, but the most important, of course, is to work because competition is very difficult. There are a lot of big players on a tour.
To have a successful 2016, his coaches know Gasquet must sustain a high quality of tennis to rival the best.
What we see the most is the level of Novak through the year. I think he broke the record of points, you know, and I think almost won all 4 Grand Slams. And also I was very impressed about the level of tennis from Roger Federer. I think he raised his level his best times, and it was very impressive to see.
Since the age of 16, Gasquet has impressed on the ATP World Tour. But it was a semi-final appearance at Monte Carlo against Rafael Nadal in 2005, after victory over world number 1 Roger Federer, that truly marked the arrival of a prodigious talent.
Well, this fella is at the beginning of his career. All is possible.
Of course, I'm proud with what I did because I started early.
Well, Nadal so relieved to have got by this extraordinary talent.
29 now, so of course it's a long time. I'm playing on a tour.
He's there for a long time and he's top 10 now, so everybody knows that he's an unbelievable talented player, and I hope he stays injury-free, and with him I'm sure he will give us some interesting moment in 2016.
Gasquet's spectacular backhand is one of the great shots in the modern game. His sheer style has made him a French hero.
When you are winning, when there is a lot of crowd, especially when I'm playing in Roland Garros or Davis Cup or Bercy, I love the competition, the matches, and the pressure you can get, the feelings when you are winning. It's amazing for me.
Each year, that competitive mentality drives Gasquet in Montpellier. Born just 70 kilometers away in Béziers, Richard's return will be backed by his family and huge hometown support.
Of course, my parents, because I started with my father when I was a child. So I grew up playing with him, and then all the coach I could get. Now it's Sergi Bruguera and Sergi Bruguera. And, of course, I'm playing well with them. So yeah, a lot of coaches, and of course my parents.
He's still thriving on the ATP World Tour with a love of the game that makes him a huge threat.
Jogo set encontro, Gasquet.
I loved it even when I was a child. Yeah, it was always the same thing. Now it's of course a little bit different because there are more pressures than when I was a child, but I still love it.
The Frenchman can hold his head up high.
To be part of the ATP Tour all around the world, it's crazy because I dreamed about it when I was a child, and to be a part of that, it's amazing for me.
Next week on ATP World Tour Uncovered, we're in Rotterdam as plenty of big names hit the hard courts. And Australian sensation Nick Kyrgios gives us the lowdown on his big hopes for 2016. Don't forget to log on to atpworldtour.com for your 24/7 breaking news and talk with us on Facebook and Twitter in English and Spanish. See you next week.